I guess Xbox fans should just be tossing them in, right? Throw them away, sell them, get rid of them, right? Xbox players desperately rush to sell their consoles now that PlayStation is buying Halo maker Bungie. And they say my titles are out there and wacky. Am I right? But this is one of the things that is going on right now. We see articles like this. But I'm going to explain some very interesting information behind this. Microsoft has also kind of commented on this. Sony has commented on this. We're living in different age and a different time than what we normally would be in, right? And I think that that's something that most of us probably haven't really realized just yet. But, it is starting to come to fruition. A lot of the things that I've said would happen. We have Microsoft and Sony both kind of lining up to do some things to get people to kind of go to their platform or whatever. But if you're an Xbox Series X owner, you might want to hold on to it just a little bit longer. Trust me, I can't wait to get into this video because it's going to be a great topic. Hey there, everybody. I'm the Crap Gamer, and of course, this is Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few changes around here, but hopefully that doesn't stop you from leaving us a like, and possibly even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means the world to me, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I know how busy you guys are. You have, families, work, kids, whatever, and, I know that for you to come out here and spend some time with me is just amazing, and it takes a lot of, could take away from something else, so I'm thankful that you guys do that. Now, back to this article, right? It was and it's just a little bit funny to me that that stuff like this sort of happens and it gets said like this. Basically, it says Xbox owners are jumping ship after the news that Sony is looking to acquire Bungie, the studio that created Halo. PlayStation boss Jim Ryan announced the acquisition this week, which comes in hot on the heels of Xbox's plans to buy Activision. The news seems to have panicked Xbox gamers, which is understandable given that Bungie went on to create the popular sci-fi shooter Destiny. If Sony owns Bungie and decides to make Destiny a platform exclusive, Xbox players will be cut off from the game, which of course we know now isn't going to happen. Analysis by gaming site Solitaire showed that on the day that Sony Bungie deal was announced, online searches for Sell Xbox skyrocketed in the UK. The search term saw a 475% surge on January 31st, which is 6 times the average volume. These findings offer a fascinating insight into the reaction towards these recent events and if Xbox owners will question their loyalty to the brand, according to a spokesperson. It's going to be interesting to see the extent at which these acquisitions have on that industry, especially for Nintendo, which is also in the console wars that has been struggling to compete with the duopoly of Xbox and PlayStation. The Halo series has been an Xbox staple since the console launch, with Halo Infinite intended to be an Xbox Series X and S launch title, of course launching a year later. The series now sits 343, and Bungie went on to create Destiny, which is now in its second installment and has tons of DLC. Of course, the mass panic of games and gamers goes both ways now that Call of Duty has potential to be exclusive to Xbox at some point in the next few years. One retailer was spotted posting notices for customers in its PlayStation 5 section reading, "Notice to gamers, Microsoft has bought Activision. Choose your machine carefully." Now, this is something that a lot of us realistically should look at and go, hey, you know what? This is something that's very, very interesting. And, this is something that, I feel like Sony could definitely, we'll have to wait and see how Sony kind of react to this. But honestly, this is actually kind of interesting the way that people are kind of taking this. Microsoft bought Bethesda, which means the franchises like Fallout and Elder Scrolls will almost certainly only be on Xbox. Starfield, the upcoming sci-fi RPG games, has been waiting on for years. It's also going to be Xbox exclusive. Depending on the series you like to play, you might want to rethink your console choice. Now, again, I don't think Xbox is fans are about to throw away their Xboxes anytime soon. I feel like, overall, the fact that we now know that Bungie is going to completely keep everything on the on the competing platform. It's just a weird situation for the simple fact that we're not used to that, and everybody was so factual about, well, you know what? If Sony were to buy Activision, 100% they would put all their games exclusive on PlayStation, and now we kind of get this weird world where that's not exactly the truth. And I think that that's something that clearly fans are kind of looking at and saying, hey, you know what? This is very interesting and very strange, to say the least, because gamers aren't used to this kind of thing. We're always used to kind of this situation where if somebody buys something, it's going to be exclusive, and because you want that person to buy into your platform, right? So the fact that we're not seeing a whole bunch of that happen, I feel like, is a very strange situation. And I also feel like, look, Microsoft and Sony are both going to kind of continue to do this. As much as we don't like it, they're going to definitely continue to keep on doing that and continue to, make things very interesting for gamers all around the world. Like, I see people every day, like, kind of on the fence or on edge a little bit about what the future is going to hold for gaming. And, we'll continue to see this kind of stuff happen in the future. Now, will Microsoft end up buying some other big publishers? Probably. Will Sony buy some studios? For sure. I for sure see them buying some studios. I for sure see them kind of going that way. It makes sense for them to go out and do that as well. I mean, look, they're not going to be able to compete completely, but they're going to be able to go out there and, do some things and buy some studios and things like that. Could they buy a full publisher? They could easily afford a Sega, a Square, a Ubisoft. They could easily do those things, right? Easily do those things. And, I feel like that's something that, people don't realize. People run with this, just like, listen, and I ran with this Xbox has no games kind of thing, right? And it's easy to sit there and look at it and go, well, they don't have any games. What we really meant was Xbox didn't have any big AAA first-party game exclusives, right? That's what we're talking about. Now, when it comes to Sony and this, people go, well, Sony doesn't have any money. Well, Sony doesn't have $1 trillion like Microsoft, but Sony definitely has money. But the fact of the matter is, why would you on either side want to get rid of your console at this day and age, at this state of the game, for any of this stuff, right? I mean, if you think about it, Call of Duty is coming for at least the next few years on PlayStation. When it comes to Bungie, all their games, they've already said it, are going to go and be multi-platform. So there's literally no reason to sell off your Xbox, because all those games are coming to Xbox. Even the future ones that we don't know about, they're all coming to Xbox. That's why I say that deal that they made isn't exactly the smartest deal. It isn't the brightest deal. For sure, I think that a lot of people are going to kind of understand what I'm talking about in the future. Yes, this deal will help Sony. They're going to launch their own live games, and obviously they're going to continue to make money off of everybody who's playing Destiny, whether it be on PC or Xbox. But for me personally, I just feel like we're getting out of that point where, the exclusive stuff was as important, and that's a shame, because I feel like exclusives are very, very important to all of these things, going forward. So hopefully we continue to see exclusives coming out, but this is very changing times. What can I say? I'm going to link all of this, though. You guys check it out. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you got to laugh at it like I did. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.